When I was a child, I enjoyed the movie Yentl. In that film, Barbara Streisand was someone who dressed up as a man, and I forgot the reason why she did that in the movie. But watching it as a child, it was just so interesting to me. That's why I still remember that movie to this day, Yentl. So, that being said, Yentl is back on the scene, except for the fact that she is not walking around looking like a man this time. Instead, she is letting the world know that she has been affected by this awful disease called the Trump Derangement Syndrome. It is something that is worldwide right now, and to me is actually worse than the coronavirus. Yes, the coronavirus is out there, and it's out there destroying lives. Yes, that is true. But keep in mind that the swine flu, the bird flu, and many other flus in the past, and many other pestilences in history did the same thing. They came and they left. And some of these diseases, by the grace of God, the Lord allowed certain doctors to come up with remedies for these diseases. But this Trump derangement syndrome, I believe, is going to last for a very, very long time. Now, I'm I'm bringing that up in a way to make people realize how foolish it is to allow yourself to be affected by that disease. You see, to me it is a mental disorder. I mean, I have seen people who, you know, I have seen people who are so against Trump. I mean, that is the way I'm saying it is I'm putting it lightly. Let me come right out with it so that you will fully understand where I'm coming from. There are folks out here who are way over the top with that syndrome. I have, I believe I saw a video of a lady who I forgot what made her react. I forgot the context of the video. But one thing I do remember is that the video was about her reaction towards Trump, and she kept screaming and screaming. I mean, she was just constantly screaming, throwing herself to the floor, and it was just something that I have never seen before. You know, I'm referring to other presidents in my lifetime. I haven't even seen that kind of reaction towards a president before. You know, I'm 48 years old, and I have experienced, you know, witnessing presidencies come and go, like Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, George Bush Sr. and George Bush Jr. and Obama. But this time around with Trump, this is something that is just it's truly screwing people's minds. I mean, very very badly. And Barbara Streisand, Robert De Niro, and many other actors and actresses are really, you know, they are true representatives of the Trump derangement syndrome. And I'm not saying that as a joke. I'm saying that as a fact that this is something that it's really messing people up. And recently, Barbara Streisand came out with I think an article talking about how the Democrats should, how should they, how can they defeat Donald Trump in 2020? You know, this type of talk, it's to me, it's like it's a form of brainwashing. You're telling people who to vote for. Let people think for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Let them, choose whoever they want to vote for. And in closing, I just want to say that all of this stuff, with people who oppose Trump and people who are for Trump, keep in mind that above these things is Satan, who is the great puppet master, pulling the strings, pulling the switches, pressing the buttons. He's the one that wants to keep both sides at each other's throats so that they will be so distracted, so into whatever it is that they are into, which is their passion for their politics, their passion for their positions. The devil loves that because that's how he can keep them busy while he can remain busy without anyone noticing what he's doing. You see what I'm saying? And what he's doing, he wants to just destroy all of us. He hates Democrats, Republicans. He hates all of us equally. Why? Because each and every human being was created in the image of God, and he cannot stand that. Keep in mind that the devil is, from the beginning, he always wanted to be like the Most High God. You see what I'm saying? He, he want he, you know, when he was first created. Let me just make this clear. When he was first created, he served the Lord. According to Ezekiel chapter 28, he walked among the fiery stones in Eden. He was one of the greatest angels until sin just creeped into his heart, and then I believe that's when the rebellion within him began, you see. And from that moment on, he just, he hated what God did, which was create us in the Lord's image. And from that moment on, he's just been doing his best to just, you know, he's just coming up with different ways for us to destroy ourselves. You see what I'm saying? While he could just kick back and laugh at us, and we should never ever allow him to have a front row seat to when it comes to us. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to say in this video. Be aware of this syndrome. It is an epidemic. It's not going away anytime soon. And if Trump gets reelected, I could really see this country going down the trash can big time. Because if you think that those right now are just insane, the ones who are opposing Trump, wait until he gets reelected, if he does get reelected. It's all in the hands of the Lord. Keep in mind Daniel chapter 5 verse 21, which says that the Most High God works through the kingdoms of men, the kingdoms of this world, and he shall appoint whoever he chooses. So if he wants Trump to continue, if he wants Trump to remain president for 4 more years, the people who are against him now will really, really lose their minds. And if that happens, we have to pray. Pray, 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 pray. Big time. This is the Preacher Man signing out. May the Lord Yeshua Mashiach bless you all and your families. And in Yeshua's holy name, I pray. Amen. Peace.